Hi everyone! Today I'm going to show you how to make these 4 cards that I made using the new cut and emboss folders by Spellbinders. These 4 cards took me 30 minutes to make in total, so these new cut and emboss folders really help you to speed up your card making designs if you're in a rush. So let's take a look at the 2 cut and emboss folders I'm going to use here. So first we're going to use this Delhi cut and emboss folder, and it has kind of like a southwestern theme going on, although I guess it's supposed to have an Indian theme if it's called Delhi. I guess it could be either. And I'm just showing you kind of how it works. So you place your cardstock inside the folder and then you run it through your die cutting machine, and then it both cuts and embosses in the same pass. So the way that you use it is you just put your little package or your little embossing folder with the paper in it directly on your platform, and then you put one cutting plate on top, run it through, and that's it. So let's take a look at the second folder. This is the Lahaina folder, and it has kind of a fun leafy pattern going on. So do you see those little like they look like white stickers? Don't peel those off because those help with the cutting out of the little sections. All right. Moving very quickly here. So these are the paints that we were going to use. These are my Daniel Smith watercolors, and I just mixed up a few. Actually, I didn't mix them. I already had them in those colors. This color is Aussie Red Gold, so I'm just going to run that along the bottom here with my little square brush. And then we're going to take some garnet, and that's going to be our second color. And garnet is one of the Primatech colors, which means it's made out of ground up garnet stones, which I think is kind of cool. This color is sepia or sepia, not sure how you say that. It's a real pretty brown color. It's great for like stems on leaves and flowers and stuff. And also it's pretty to make like a little southwestern color pattern that we have going on here. This is the oh so lovable moonstone color. Moon glow. That's it. It's moon glow. And then this is the Sleeping Beauty turquoise at the top. And I just thought that these colors really, they just scream like Southwest to me. And I was in that kind of mood today, I guess. All right. And I'm just going to go over everything one more time with my paints here, just to kind of darken it up. And then once we're done with this panel, we'll move on to our second panel. So I'm going to use the same color palette as before. Not really. I'm going to use some of the same colors. So this is sap green along the top. There is that Sleeping Beauty turquoise on the bottom. So the sap green, I guess, is a new color, but it was one of those colors I had mixed up. And then we're going to take the Aussie Red Gold and just mix it all the way down to the end. And then I'm going to grab some more Sleeping Beauty turquoise and just make sure that the sections meet there. And then I thought it looked a little bit boring to me, so I'm going to reach into my palette and grab some Mayan dark blue to the bottom just to give it a little va-va-voom. So that's the Mayan dark blue, one of my very favorite colors in the Daniel Smith watercolors. And I'm just going to blend everything together. And then we're going to set it aside and let these panels dry. Now we're going to make 2 more panels. And for these panels, we're going to use distress ink. So I'm going to show you another way to kind of decorate these panels. So you can watercolor them like we did just a moment ago, or you can take your distress ink blocks or any kind of ink blocks actually, and just run them over the top of the panel. And as you see, it'll just stick to the little parts that are embossed and kind of sticking up, and it'll leave the rest of the background white. And I'm just taking some distress inks in various greens and blue-green colors, and I'm just going to make like a little ombre design here with the distress ink. So I'm just kind of reaching in, grabbing whatever looks like it should be the next color. And I'm just going to keep going until we get to the top. And then once we're done, we can move on to our second panel. So the cardstock I'm using here, I think this is Bristol Smooth cardstock. I'm going to show you another kind of cardstock just in case you're wondering what types of cardstock will work with this technique. So this is the Bristol Smooth. And I thought, let's add a little sparkle to it. So I'm taking my liquid stardust from Lawn Fawn, and I'm just going to paint some of the leaves with a liquid stardust. And then at one point I got a little bored, and then I just started, spattering it all over the card panel. So you'll see when that happens in a moment. So in terms of the different inks that you can use, so I think any dye inks would also work for this. Probably be fun to try some Distress Oxide as well. Or you could just use the Distress inks like we're doing here. This part, I don't know that I would recommend adding the liquid stardust. I don't really think it showed up that well. So I think you can skip this step, but I was just having fun, and I was so far ahead of schedule with these cards. Like I said, they only took 30 minutes for all 4, that I thought, why not just play a little bit with this one? And so that's what it looks like when it's done. And now for our the Delhi version, which is a little sun, we are going to use some Canson watercolor cardstock. And I'm just going to take some Distress inks, and we're going to use the same palette that we did with the watercolor. So we're going to have some yellows and some golds, and then like a purplish color, and then an orangey color. There's no sepia here, but I think that aged mahogany is going to have to stand in for that. And we're going to get it's not, maybe it won't be exact, but it'll still have that same feel, that same Southwestern feel to it. So I'm just going to work my way up the card, just kind of smearing the blocks across the surface, and this size block is perfect for it. I just love the little 1-inch strips that you get when you use this method with the little mini Distress ink cubes. And then we will finish off our panel with some Concord grape, and then that's it. So I did cut this panel down to an A2 size card panel, so it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. The folders will allow you to make a card up to 5 by 7. So you can make a larger card if you like to, or you can make a little one like this one. And so that's all for our 4 backgrounds. Now let's start putting the cards together. But of course I had to add a little sparkle to the sun. And I'm just using my glitter pen here, and I'm just dotting the sparkles on the sun here. So I figured because we used the liquid stardust for the other card, why not try another sparkly technique for the second card? And again, it didn't really show up, but maybe more than the liquid stardust did. Okay, now let's put our cards together. So I've cut out my card bases, and I'm just going to attach it with some adhesive. And then for the sentiments, I'm using this sticker set from Spellbinders. I think you can purchase this on your own. I got it from my October card kit that I haven't used yet. So I just thought that these like fun, whimsical, dreamy, happy sentiments would be perfect for this style of card. So I'm taking the stickers, I pop them up on some foam tape and also back them with some black cardstock. And then I just apply them to the fronts of the cards. And then I'm going to take these stickers here from the sticker set, and all I have to do is just pop the stickers right on the card base. So no other work there, just real simple. And I know that's a feather on the card panel and it's leaves on the back, but you know, they're in the same like shape family. So I think it's okay. And then we're going to put a little dream catcher on our last card. I just love that. It says, always keep dreaming. And that's it. So let's take a look at the 4 cards we made. So here is the You Are My Happy card with the feather. And here is Be Your Beautiful Self, our little sun card. I love that sentiment. And then Be Happy, Be Bright, Be You. And again, another little sun card. So if you like these cards, definitely check out the new Cut and Emboss folders by Spellbinders. These are the Lahaina and the Delhi folders. And that's it. So have a great day, everyone, and I will see you again soon in the next video.